Hello.
Hey, everybody. Alyssa, I think you're on mute, hon.
What a way to start an evening, huh?
There we go.
It's
Welcome
the
to
last
Night
technical
Lights.
problem, I promise.
That's it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Night Lights 2020. So I've got my co-hosts with me tonight, Jonathan Mayo and Cara Harkenrader. We're here tonight in the Night Ministry's new office in Bucktown, and we're all masked up out of an abundance of social caution and social distancing. So we're excited to be here with you with our fashionable masks. And we'll just start with a few introductions for you. I want to welcome you to our event. My name is Alyssa Cullinan. I have been a member of the Associate Board of the Night Ministry for about 7 years, and I have the privilege again this year of chairing the Night Lights Planning Committee. My preferred pronouns are she, her, hers.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cara Harkenrader, and I'm the Community Partnerships Chair for the Associate Board of the Night Ministry. I've been on the Associate Board for about 3 years, and my preferred pronouns are he, his, him.
Hey, everybody. And I'm Jonathan Mayo, Secretary for the Associate Board. I've been with the Night Ministry Associate Board for about 6 years and then a volunteer before that. And my pronouns are he, him, or anything respectful. Okay, you all. The Associate Board supports the overall mission and activities of the Night Ministry. Acting as ambassadors of the agency, Associate Board members engage the community through volunteering, fundraising, networking, and advocacy opportunities targeted toward young professionals. Night Lights is the Associate Board's biggest fundraising event of the year, and we are so pleased you've decided to join us for this year's program.
Thanks, Jonathan. Whether you are a previous Night Lights attendee or this is your first time attending, we hope this will be a very special evening in benefit of the Night Ministry. While yes, this virtual format is different than most years, we've got an exciting program planned for you this evening. And for those of you who opted in for catering with amazing edibles at home tonight, we hope you enjoy your food and or drink during the program, and especially appreciate your support of the Night Ministry, as a portion of all proceeds on those amazing edibles purchases are also donated to the Night Ministry.
Each year, the Associate Board targets our fundraising focus on one program at the Night Ministry. This year's event will specifically support the Night Ministry's Street Medicine program. Street Medicine is part of the Outreach and Health Ministry program at the Night Ministry. Through the Outreach and Health Ministry program, in the last year, our staff made over 34,000 outreach contacts with homeless, precariously housed, and medically vulnerable individuals. In that period, they were able to provide care for 746 medical conditions, which would have otherwise gone untreated. Over the course of this evening, we're going to introduce you to that program and the important work that they are doing to support some of Chicago's most vulnerable populations.
But first, just a few housekeeping items as we get started. We're very excited to host you this evening for the next hour or so. We have a great lineup for tonight's program. While we cannot see or hear you during this event, we'd love to hear from you on social media. So if you'd like to engage with us directly during the event, we encourage you to like, comment, and share our content on all social media platforms.
And if you are following us on social media this week, you've probably seen that we are going to draw a name from those that have donated to Night Lights by noon today for the door prize from one of our generous donors. One lucky winner is going to receive a prize pack from Revolution Brewing, including some sweet swag and a $100 gift card.
Ooh.
But I know that's exciting. But we like to get the night started with this video about the Night Ministry.
During the year, 86,000 Chicago residents experience homelessness. Everyday life is a harrowing challenge for them as they struggle to meet their basic needs. I'm Paul Hamann, President and CEO of the Night Ministry, a Chicago-based nonprofit organization that provides housing, health care, and human connection to these members of our community. 16,000 youth between the ages of 14 and 24 are on the streets of our city on their own. The Night Ministry's youth housing programs intervene in the lives of young people experiencing homelessness, providing safe shelter and support to help them locate longer-term, more stable housing. Our housing programs range from an overnight shelter, which is held up as a model for serving youth who identify as LGBTQ, to the only residential program in our city for high school students experiencing housing instability. We know that homelessness and healthcare are closely linked. A health challenge can be a precipitating factor in becoming homeless, while the conditions of homelessness can bring on new health concerns or exacerbate pre-existing conditions. Individuals experiencing homelessness also face significant barriers accessing traditional health care. That's why the Night Ministry's health outreach programs bring free health care directly to underserved areas across the city to serve Chicagoans living on the streets or those who are one paycheck away from being so. Our health outreach bus is on the streets 6 days a week with a nurse practitioner, food, and supportive services.
Hello, how's it going, Night Ministry?
How are you? Our street medicine team visits encampments, expressway viaducts, and street corners, addressing the immediate health and survival needs of our city's residents who have no place to call home. The foundation of all that we do at the Night Ministry is building human connection. For so many of our neighbors facing the crushing isolation and loneliness of homelessness, the Night Ministry is a nurturing, reliable presence, the voice that says, "You matter, and I care." Your support will help ensure that the Night Ministry will continue to be there for the more than 6,000 young people and adults who turn to us every year for help. I hope you'll join us in our mission. Thank you for your support.
Hi, we are so excited that you've decided to spend your evening with us here. I'm going to go ahead and draw the name of one lucky donor who will receive this awesome package from Revolution Brewery, full of swag and a $100 gift card. So let me pull up all of our donors who donated by noon today. Give me a second to stir it up real good. Not cheating. Okay, our lucky winner tonight is, I wish I had a drum roll, Betsy Carlson. Congratulations, Betsy. You have won one awesome package to Revolution Brewery. But don't worry, for everyone else, there are plenty of opportunities to take home exciting goods, services, and experiences from our generous community business partners. As you'll see on the rolling screen below and on social media, the silent auction is open through the duration of our program tonight. And we have some amazing packages this year. Keep in mind, the One Cause platform where your bids will be placed is all mobile friendly. So I encourage you to open up a second tab or device and make your bids now. We'll continue to check in with you throughout the evening on our silent auction and our fundraising goal. We so appreciate your generous support tonight, especially as we recognize this year has been challenging for so many. Next, you'll hear from the president of our board of directors at the Night Ministry, Kiantae Bowles. Kiantae is Director of Global Sourcing with BMO Financial Group. He earned a BBA degree from St. Xavier University and an MBA from the University of Phoenix. Previously, he served on the board of Storycatchers Theater. He's been with the board of directors since 2012, and we are thrilled to have him with us here tonight.
Hello, I'm Kiantae Bowles, Chair of the Night Ministry's Board of Directors. On behalf of our staff, volunteers, and people we serve, thank you for joining us this evening at the Night Lights, the Associate Board's annual fundraising gala. We know that many of you look forward to attending this event each year. Like so many other events, this year looks different, but it's still an opportunity to celebrate the Associate Board and their support of the Night Ministry. The services we provide are so needed in the midst of the ongoing pandemic. We hope you will consider donating and bidding on auction items tonight. If you have already contributed to the event, thank you. You are helping to provide housing, healthcare, and human connection to individuals experiencing homelessness, poverty, and loneliness. You are helping us see them through this very difficult year and the months ahead. Funds raised tonight through this event will support the Night Ministry Street Medicine team. This innovative program was the first in Chicago to bring healthcare and supportive services directly to the homelessness populations who have the most difficulty accessing traditional resources. The individuals served through this program are among the residents of Chicago who are most vulnerable to the coronavirus. As you can imagine, they are being hit hard by the impact this crisis has had on our economy and society. Out on the streets 7 days a week, the street medicine team regularly visits more than 50 sites across Chicago to provide triage and non-emergency medical treatments, linkages to primary care and other supportive services, and necessities like food, hygiene supplies, and survival essentials such as socks, underwear, shoes, and winter gear to Chicagoans living in parks, forest preserves, alleys, under viaducts, and alongside roadways across the city. Despite the challenges brought on by COVID-19, the Night Ministry has been unwavering in its commitment to meeting the needs of those we serve. We have adapted our programs to protect the health and safety of our staff and clients. Our street medicine team has not halted services once throughout the pandemic and continues to go out every day to meet the individuals and families who count on our services to fulfill some of their basic needs. Later, you will hear more about the street medicine team from the team's case manager, Sylvia Habarb. I know services will continue to be very needed in the coming months. So thank you for walking with the Night Ministry and the individuals who count on us. I hope you enjoy learning more about the Night Ministry tonight and the ways in which the Associate Board has been supporting our mission for the past 8 years. If you are able to make a donation, please know that your generous support ensures that our mission will continue through this pandemic and into the future. With your gift, you affirm the humanity and dignity of the individuals we serve. I hope that each of you and your loved ones are well. Once again, thank you.
And thank you, Kiantae. And I didn't realize you were part of Storycatchers Theater. What a great theater. I love them. And we appreciate your time this evening and your support of the Night Ministry.
Yes, we really appreciate it. As Alyssa stated earlier, our silent auction is very much live right now. So we want to take a couple of minutes just to highlight some of our favorite packages. Are you ready for this, Jonathan?
I'm ready. I'm pulling it off now.
Okay, good. Well, the first one that I wanted to highlight is number 18 on the silent auction. It's the Brookfield Zoo Escape. This includes 6 all-inclusive passes and parking to the Brookfield Zoo, parking being the most important. We all know that. And it's located in the western suburbs. Brookfield Zoo is an expansive and fun zoo with a variety of exhibits to help you learn while experiencing the joys of live animals and their habitats from around the world.
That sounds great.
I know. It's valid through November of 2021, and it has an estimated value of $345. Also, number 59, Windy City Weekend. Maybe you don't want to go out to the suburbs. You can stay in with a gift certificate for a one-night stay for 2 guests and a standard king room at the London House, Chicago. The London House offers a spa, gym, and incredible skyline views in the king rooms that are truly luxurious. This is valid through March of 2021.
Oh my gosh. There's also package number 21 for coffee lovers, and it's a $25 studio pass. And the coffee shop is a revered Andersonville stop offering well-crafted coffee, desserts, and small meals. There's also a Zoom lesson and merchandise from Dark Matter Coffee. This package is valued at $75. Okay, if you don't like coffee, but you like some vodka, there's the Tito's Holiday Party Pack. Go out in style with matching holiday sweaters for you and your pooches. This party pack, yeah, do you have a dog car?
No, I wish I did to get this pack, but maybe
just to get this package, right?
Yeah.
But this party pack contains one Tito's holiday sweater for humans, 2 holiday sweaters for VFDP, 1 winter hat, 1 scarf, 2 collars, 2 leashes, 2 squeak toys, 1 dog bowl, 2 VFDP dog bandanas, 1 to-do tote bag, 1 VFDP tin sign, 1 VFDP I Love Dog shirt, 2 cozies for your drinks, 1 12x12 bar mat, 1 rail mat, 1 sleeve VFDP stadium cups, 1 taster pen, and there is no product included. Must be 21 and over to redeem this, and it is valued at $300. So get your bids in for that. And if you are still looking for something else to drink, we've got a wine tasting sneak preview, which is good for up to 6 wine lovers to attend the tasting at Vin Chicago's 1826 North Elston location. This Vin Chicago offers a large selection of great wines from honest and knowledgeable experts. It expires in November of 2021 and is valued at $60.
Now,
wow.
I don't have a dog, but I do have wine glasses, so I might have to bid on that myself.
Yeah, I might have to outbid you on it.
We'll share it if one of us.
We'll share. Okay, great. Okay. But now let's take a moment to look at the thermometer. I wonder if we can get that on the screen right now. We'd like to take a moment to highlight this donation thermometer. That is amazing. It includes the 70,000 goal for the whole evening. And thanks to our generous donors and sponsors so far, we're at hold on. Let me make my screen bigger because my eyes can't read that number right now.
Yeah, put on your spectacles, Jonathan. Put on your spectacles.
$31,753. That is already what we're at right now. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? We'll be checking in periodically throughout the night to, as we progress towards our goal. Note, however, that this amount will not include the silent auction bids, and our donation page will be open through Sunday. Through Sunday, you can still donate. So we'll be sure to send out an updated total on this goal once the final donations have been tallied. And we're going to make over that $70,000 goal. I can feel it, Carl.
I can too. It might just be the wine that I'm thinking of, but I think I can feel it too. The thermometer.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I mean, we've already come up a big number since we last looked at it. So I'm excited.
That's very true. All right. So next, we're going to hear a message from Andrea from Amazing Edibles, our in-home catering partner for tonight's event.
Ooh.
Good evening. I'm Andrea Herrera. I'm the founder and president of Amazing Edibles Catering. We foster relationship building at bread-breaking events, and we've been doing that for over 25 years on the near southwest side of Chicago. We are thrilled to be partnering with the Night Ministry tonight. Our relationship with the Night Ministry goes back almost 10 years. Alan and Jill Reuter are dear friends and introduced me to the Night Ministry and invited me to one of your galas. Since then, we've been donating dinners and gift certificates for cooking classes to the annual galas, and I've been a guest, and it was wonderful. This year, as things changed, our business, the events business, is down about 90% in revenue. We had to lay off about 80% of our staff. So with each meal and cocktail kit you purchased, you supported the Night Ministry, and you also supported 8 families who live and work in Chicago and are trying to make their way through the pandemic. I hope that you all have an amazing evening tonight. You've helped Amazing Edibles continue to grow in this challenging time, and I know that with your support, you will also help the Night Ministry thrive and grow in the year to come. Thanks so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Andrea and Amazing Edibles, for your support of tonight's event. For those of you who aren't familiar, Amazing Edibles is a local minority female-owned business. So once again, like she said, when you purchase a package from them, you're supporting us tonight as well as them. And that's amazing. Amazing Edibles partners us to provide food and drink packages for guests attending the event from the comfort of their own couches. One of the fun drink package options was a kit for old fashions. And let me tell you, that is my favorite cocktail. We're going to take a fun little break right now for an intro to our mixologist, Eric from Amazing Edibles, who will be showing us just how to make one of those delicious old fashions that come in those kits as we kick off and kick back and enjoy tonight's program.
Hi, welcome. I'm Eric Halverson, the executive chef here at Amazing Edibles Gourmet Catering, and I am going to show you how to make my favorite cocktail, which I usually enjoy after a long day in the kitchen. It's with your Basil Hayden's bourbon that you have in your old-fashioned kit here. You're going to love it. The thing about old fashions is there are lots of different opinions on how to make them. Some people say one way is right, one way is wrong. I just believe that there are different ways to make it. None of them are wrong, and this is my favorite. Whiskey, bitters, a sugar cube, and an orange. The orange is optional, to be honest. So are cherries. These are actually cherries that are soaked in bourbon already. I like both, so I put both. As far as bar equipment goes, most people have these things or similar things in their home bar setup. You need a cocktail glass or shaker with a muddler, a jigger or shot glass, a vegetable peeler for the orange, and of course, a cocktail stirring spoon. Regular spoon is fine, not a big deal. Now, step one, you start with 1 sugar cube for 1 drink. Stick it in the shaker there, and you're going to cover the sugar with your favorite bitters. These are Angostura bitters. There are lots of different bitters out there. If you have one that you prefer, use them. Just sort of do a few dashes right on the sugar cube. And now, you're going to muddle the sugar cube with the bitters. This is sort of what's, giving that cocktail a little flavor base, some sweetness, some fun flavor notes. There we go. You can see I've just sort of got it smashed up in there with the bitters. Now that we've got that together, we really just have to mix it with the bourbon. So I've got 2-ounce shot glass here, 2 ounces of bourbon for 1 drink. You can do more if you want. I like about 2 ounces. What you're going to do is stir it down while the whiskey is room temperature so that it dissolves the sugar. There we are. And you can see it's mostly dissolved. And now is when we're going to add the ice, which will do 2 things. It's going to water it down just a tad, makes it smoother, of course, and obviously chill it so it tastes amazing. Here we are. Just add as much ice as you need to, and stir. There we are. Finally, take your rocks glass or any style of glass. I've got sort of a wine glass here. Fresh ice, strainer on the cocktail shaker, pour it right over the fresh ice. Okay, now all you have to do is garnish. You can drink it like this, or you can add a nice orange peel. I'm going to take 1 strip of orange, just like so. And the nicest thing you can do for an old-fashioned is all the orange oil or all the flavor is in the skin and needs to be squeezed out. So you can give it a little squeeze. You can wipe the edge of the glass if you want. You can go around the glass to really create that orange experience. And then finally, drop it in. Take your bourbon-soaked cherry. You can put 1, you can put 7, whatever your heart desires. It's your drink. Serve it with a little stir stick. Cheers.
Oh my gosh. I'm officially thirsty right now. Thank you so much, Eric, and all the folks at Amazing Edibles for the delicious cocktails and food this evening. We really appreciate your contributions to tonight's event. So next, we're going to hear from Paul Hamann, who's the CEO and president of the Night Ministry. Paul joined the Night Ministry in 2002. He provides oversight and fiscal management to all program and development activities at the Night Ministry. As president and CEO, Paul also provides strategic leadership and vision for the night ministry and works closely with the board of directors.
Good evening. I'm Paul Hamann. I have the pleasure and the honor to be the president and CEO of the night ministry. Welcome to Nightlights. We're glad you're here and with us this evening. Before I continue my remarks, I want to take a few moments out to thank Alyssa Cullinan, the Nightlights chair, and her committee for their hard work in making tonight a success. We know that they could not have done their work without the help of our staff members, my colleagues, whom I also want to thank. And thank you so much to Chintan Mehta for his leadership of the Associate Board during these challenging times. The Associate Board is incredible, and they're such an important part of the work that we do. Thank you to all the members of the Associate Board. No one deserves to be homeless. No one wants to be homeless. Homelessness just doesn't happen overnight. Someone doesn't experience homelessness just because of one thing that has happened, one choice that they've made. It's not about choices. Homelessness results from a culmination of events, many of which over the individual has no control, that build up over time, and that results in the individual being homeless. Homelessness results from a failure of various social institutions and social systems to adequately provide safety nets for those in our community who need them the most. This has been an incredibly challenging year. There is no doubt about it, and I am so proud of the way in which the night ministry staff and volunteers have responded to the impact of the pandemic on our services. But I refuse to allow this pandemic to identify us as an agency. As an agency, we are looking forward to the future, to the post-pandemic period, or at least that period when the pandemic is more under control, is not so impactful. Because we know that our services will still be needed in our community here in Chicago. We know that because until as a country, as a people united, until we can successfully and simultaneously address a lack of affordable housing in our neighborhoods, a lack of jobs that pay a livable wage, not just a minimum wage, until we address a broken healthcare system, until we address the needs of our education system and create an education system that is prepared to work and to interact with students as whole individuals who need to have a variety of ways to learn made available to them. Until we address family systems that reject youth because they even dare to question their sexual orientation or their gender identity. Until such a time as systemic, institutional, and personal racism is addressed and addressed seriously. Until we have adequate and accessible mental health services available to everyone, including services for addiction. Until such a time as homelessness is not the case plan for a young adult leaving the child welfare system or an adult leaving the justice system. Until such time as we have a unified and coordinated federal response to the housing and service needs of those who live with homelessness, who experience it, or on the precipice of doing so. Until such a time as we have a unified federal definition of homelessness. Until we as a people, we reach beyond our own needs and understand our role in the social contract to protect one another and to ensure that everyone has what they need to develop to their fullest human potential. Until we as a country can do all of this simultaneously and successfully, individuals will always experience homelessness, because homelessness does not result from just one thing happening to an individual or an experiencing one thing in their life. It results from a culmination of events, oftentimes intersecting with these various systems. And we must remember that just because someone has four walls around them and a roof over their heads, it doesn't mean that they aren't homeless. For those who experience homelessness, or those who are on the cusp of doing so, who have no one else to turn to, no one else whom they can trust, with your help, the night ministry will be there for them well into the future, just as we are tonight when our bus is on the streets. We are out there providing not only those vital services for housing and medical needs, but that all important human connection. And if anything, I think all of us understand as a result of being indoors, as a result of not having as much physical contact with others as we would like, as much social contact. It is the fact that we as a human being, as a human race, have a need for human connection. And the night ministry will always be there to provide that human connection to individuals who have no one else to turn to, who have no one else to care for them. And I thank you for reaching out. I thank you for looking beyond your own needs in these challenging times and for caring for those whom the night ministry serves. I thank you for caring. I thank you for saying I want to help. I thank you for saying yes to others. And I thank you for your support of the night ministry, for your financial support tonight, for the many ways in which you work to volunteer with us, and for the many ways in which you provide human connection to those who need it, until such time as there will be no such thing as homelessness. To all of you, I say thank you and cheers. Enjoy the evening, and thank you for being with us.
Cheers to you, Paul. Thank you for those powerful words, and thank you for sharing that message with us tonight. Cheers.
Yes, and we hope everyone is enjoying our star lineup, as you just saw in tonight's program. But before we move on to our next presenter, we'd like to take a moment to update you on the silent auction. Remind you that there's a short time remaining to place your bids. So let me see here. I'm going to name a few items that particularly caught my eye. I think number 23, the family fun one. I don't know if any of the rest of y'all saw that, but you get $200 off a summer day sports camp just for girls at Game On. You also get 5 entries into Little Beans Cafe, again with the coffee. Sorry, no, that's not coffee. See, I don't have kids, so when I think of Little Beans, that's what comes to mind. But those 5 entries can be used in the Chicago or Evanston locations for Little Beans. Just to clarify, it's a play space for young children to learn and grow. And then finally in that package, you get 1 dozen freshly baked, handcrafted Sprinkles cupcakes. That's why I'm bidding on it.
Yum. I'll bid against you. Better watch out.
Yes. What are some items that you all are seeing?
I've been watching out for the Ham It Up package. It's item number 28. It's up in Evanston, so it's a bit of a trek for anyone not on the north side, but I think it's worth it. It's got a voucher for 1 full session of any class at the Actors Gymnasium, and that includes circus arts, aerial arts, flexibility and contortion, something I know nothing about. And then after I go to class, I can use my $25 gift card to the Peckish Pig. So I think I'll be pretty hungry. So I'm pretty excited about that.
About the Peckish Pig. I've heard good things about it. So yeah, I'm also looking at one of those Northside packages because I live up in Rogers Park. So this package that I'm looking at right now on my phone, like everybody else should be doing, it is valued at $217 and has 10 classes to the Glenwood Dance Studio and also 2 tickets to a Ravens production. Oh my goodness! And those don't even expire till next year. I think I'm going to bid on that.
Yes, I think we all need to move nowadays, I feel like, so that dance studio one would be great.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely. Could use some movement right now. Well, those sound like some pretty great packages. We do have a few without any bids yet, so get in there early and get in there often. Make sure you're getting your bids in now. I can't believe we're over halfway done with the program already. We have only 25 minutes to go for you to bid. So
only 25 minutes to bid. Y'all better get it in now.
I know. My phone is out now. Get ready. While the clock is rolling, though, we'd like to introduce you to our next guest, Chintan Mehta. Chintan is the Director of Product at Nielsen and the President of our Associate Board for the Night Ministry. He comes to us tonight from home with a special message on behalf of the Associate Board.
Hi everyone, my name is Chintan Mehta. I am the Product and Delivery Leader for Nielsen Connect's Intelligent Analytics, but I also have the pleasure of being the President of the Night Ministry's Associate Board. On behalf of the Associate Board and the Night Ministry, we want to thank you for joining us this year for our annual event, although we know it is in a much different format than in most years. We hope you are enjoying tonight's program, including our lineup of Night Ministry speakers and presenters. Thank you to all who have helped make this night possible, but I especially want to call out Alyssa, Heather, and Kiantae, who I know have worked tirelessly to make this event something we can all enjoy during these unprecedented times. The Associate Board was founded in 2012 and is made up of a network of young professionals in the Chicagoland area. We currently have over 40 active and at-large members, all who are extremely committed to supporting the mission of the Night Ministry. As ambassadors of the Night Ministry, we engage community members through volunteering, fundraising, and advocacy events targeted to young professionals. Since its inception, the Associate Board has committed more than $240,000 to the Night Ministry and its mission to provide housing, healthcare, and human connection to youth and adults experiencing poverty and homelessness in Chicago. Over the last 2 years, and with your help, we were able to contribute $82,000 to the Night Ministry's capital campaign, which allowed us the humble pleasure of naming the new laundry room in the crib, which is the Night Ministry's overnight shelter for young adults. It has now reopened in a larger enhanced space on the first floor of the Night Ministry's new headquarters in Bucktown. Among the many amenities, the crib's new location features a multi-purpose room which can be used for dining, group activities, recreation, as well as a dorm room with beds, multiple showers and washrooms, a large kitchen outfitted to cook breakfast and dinner for more than 20 hungry young people, a laundry room with 2 sets of washers and dryers, and a lounge with computers. This year, we have decided to focus our fundraising efforts on the street medicine program, which brings healthcare and survival supplies directly to individuals experiencing homelessness across Chicago. We felt it was especially important in 2020 to support the work of this program, which supports so many of the residents of Chicago who are not only most vulnerable to the coronavirus, but also hit hard by the social and economic challenges we face this year. Thank you again for taking the time to join us this evening and supporting us in any way you can. We hope you will consider donating and bidding on auction items tonight. And if you've already contributed to the event, thank you so much. Your generosity is very much appreciated, especially as we recognize this year being a challenging one for so many. Next, you'll hear from Sylvia Hibbard, a Night Ministry case manager with the Street Medicine Program. She'll share more details with you about this important program at the Night Ministry and answer a few questions from our viewers tonight, as well as one shared through social media in the past few weeks. We look forward to the day when we'll all be able to celebrate the Night Ministry's work together in person again. Wishing you and your loved ones health and wellness during these challenging times, and please enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you so much, Chintan, for that. Really appreciate it. And I'm so excited to be here with, as he mentioned, Sylvia Hibbard, who's a street medicine case manager. Sylvia, we're going to get right to the questions in a second, but first, I want to give a little introduction so people know the context to your work. Nearly 77,000 individuals struggle with homelessness in Chicago, a year in Chicago. An estimated 1 in 10 Chicagoans lives in extreme poverty. Healthcare is a particular concern for many of these populations, as people experiencing homelessness or poverty are at a higher risk of acute and chronic disease, yet they face significant barriers in accessing care. The Night Ministry's Outreach and Health Ministry program addresses the healthcare needs of our community members experiencing homelessness or poverty. Proceeds from Night Lights tonight will benefit this program specifically. And today, that leads us to you, Sylvia Hibbard, a street medicine caseworker, joining the program tonight to discuss the street medicine team's amazing work. Thank you for joining, Sylvia.
Thank you for having us. It's an honor to be part of this program.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Okay, let's jump right into the questions that folks sent in and that we have for you. So first, just tell us, what is your role as a street medicine caseworker?
Sure. So as a street medicine caseworker, I kind of connect the dots for the clients. It's kind of like solving a puzzle. I meet clients where they're at. I find out what their needs are. Most of their needs that I work with are social service related. So I help them with documents. I help them with health insurance, link card. I help them. The biggest one is I help connect them with shelter or housing, and whatever other services that kind of supplement our street medicine program.
Yeah, really a professional multitasker there in your work.
Right.
So tell us, what are some of the conditions that your clients are experiencing, and why is it so important to support their healthcare needs? And I guess maybe I'll already give you a follow-up to that one. How does that affect your approach, their needs? How does that affect your approach to working with the clients?
Certainly, yeah. So our clients are living on the streets. They're living. They don't have access to transportation. They don't have access to telephones. They don't have access to money, and all the things that we take for granted that help us get connected to a medical provider, to a doctor's office. They don't have access to that. So the only options they have is to go to an emergency room. They're also, because they're living on the streets, are much more exposed to the elements. So that they have wounds from walking around. They have respiratory illnesses from being exposed to the weather out there. And and they're higher risk. They don't have their hygiene they don't have access to hygiene products, to water, running water, things like that. So that's kind of where we fill the gap. We bring the medicine to them.
Take it right there to the streets, as it were. So, as numerous people have mentioned throughout this program, and as is obvious, being virtual, COVID-19 has affected all of the country, all of the world, and of course has particularly impacted the sector that you work in. So, we're wondering, how has COVID-19 affected the services that you provide at the Night Ministry, and has there been anything positive to come out of this shifting landscape that we're in right now?
Yeah, so it definitely has affected our clients, and therefore has affected our work with our clients. Initially, when COVID-19 hit the country, one of the things that our clients were suddenly without of was food. The stores were closed, restaurants were closed. The ones that were panhandling, there weren't as many people around anymore giving them money or giving them food. And so we kind of shifted, while we still provided medical services and other services, we shifted over to making sure people had access to food, whether we provided the food or advocated for them with other organizations to give them more food. The other part of the problem was a lot of the other organizations were still trying to debate whether they're going to go out, and we just stayed out there. And so there were a lot less services out there, outreach services out there. The positive side of all of that is it opened up a lot of doors for us. We collaborated with other agencies, and kind of were the go-between, a lot of them, between the clients and other agencies. We were able to collaborate with medical providers. We were able to connect our clients to Suboxone program, which is medication assistant substance use treatment program that there was a legal barrier before COVID-19, but because it was harder for clients to get to those services or get inside a medical provider's place, the law was loosened, and we were able to connect the clients with those services via telemed services. So we literally brought our phone there and let them do video calls, Zoom calls, so that they could talk to the provider, and then we help facilitate getting the medication to them. The case management part, where it opened up a big door, was the stimulus payments. Because we were able to do applications out on the street with the clients. We used our computers and helped them apply for the stimulus payments. So that was a positive out of that a lot of our clients were able to get a little extra money, which helped them, provide for a few nights, food, things like that, all the way into supplement them with furniture for some of the clients that I just had housed. So yeah.
Right, and even one or two payments can make a huge difference, I'm sure, for
Right.
all those individuals. And I know that some of the things you just mentioned might have been collaborations too with either local hospitals or local universities.
They were. We had collaborations with UIC. That was the substance use treatment program. We had Rush University wasn't able to come out, their straight medicine team, but so what they did, they came out with us on our van and are still coming out every week on Saturdays with us. And so yeah, it was, we did a lot of collaborations. I mean, we built a lot of collaborations, which is kind of nice because we can build upon that now.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And I should say too, while you were talking, you probably saw it, but people got to see the van that you take out and all the supplies that you're able to fit in there, which is just wonderful. So we probably have time for about one more question. I was just wondering, we've got a lot of people tuning in tonight that this might be their first time learning about the night ministry, learning about your work. Could you share some things that people might not know or expect about some of the clients your street medicine team serves?
Yeah, so our clients are basically your brother, your mother, your sister, your father, your daughter without housing. And they're like you and me. They come from the city, from the suburbs, from other states, but they don't have that connection often anymore to the family. They don't have the connection to friends. So on top of providing the medical and social services, Paul mentioned that we also provide a human connection. And for many of them, we are the only social support that they can trust, you know, and it's important for us to be out there always when they count on us. But we provide much more than just tangible items. We also provide emotional support to our clients.
Yeah, which is to me such a critical part of the night ministry's mission, not just the housing, not just the healthcare, but the human connection as well. Well, Sylvia, unfortunately, we're out of time for this particular segment, but I think I am speaking for everyone when I say thank you again so much for the wonderful work that you do, that your street medicine team does. You're doing incredible work, and we're just so appreciative for that.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right. Oh, there's my colleagues in crime. Yeah.
Right.
And we're back.
All of our gratitude to Sylvia from the Street Medicine Program for joining us tonight. What a great conversation. And thank you, Car, for your skilled interviewing.
Yes, thank you. And I'm with you too, Car. Like, my favorite part of the mission is that connection. And you know what? We have just over 10 minutes left in the auction, 12 minutes for people to make bids and really help us make an impact for that human connection and that healthcare and that housing.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And there's still a few items without bids, so you all can check those out. Just go right here and
I know those are the best ones to bid on because you can get in low and maybe get a deal or two.
Exactly, especially because we only have 12 minutes left.
That's right. Better get to it. Let me share a few facts, since we are kind of pressed for time here, a few more facts about the Outreach and Health Ministry Program and the Street Medicine Program that you just heard about while you're getting those last-minute bids in.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to share some too. Want to comment on some of the great work that they've been doing in the last 12 months in the Street Medicine and the Outreach and Health Ministry Program. The Street Medicine distributed 8,746 sack lunches and 4,905 hygiene kits over those 12 months. Also, 1,602 free health assessments were provided by nurse practitioners at the health outreach bus. Talk about impact.
Yeah. And then also over the last year, the Street Medicine team has done outreach to over 9,000 people. Wow. And they've also made just over 1,000 health assessments through their team. And then the Street Medicine team has prevented 166 visits to the ER because of the work that they do.
That's simply amazing. Yeah. Also, over the past year, I wanted to talk about the number of referrals that the Street Medicine team made, and that was 263 for their clients, and also administered 205 HIV tests in the past year.
Yeah, and we got to remember that we're still in a pandemic, right? So the
sure.
Night Ministry has done a lot of stuff to cope with that. They've developed a new screening tool for our youth housing programs to determine whether tests are necessary. And they did this before the Chicago Department of Public Health had one to share across the city. So we're ahead of the game, y'all. We also created training videos for all the Night Ministry staff to use to learn how to use their masks and wear them appropriately.
Something we all need to study up on sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially since it's been a huge change for a lot of us.
Yes.
Rolling off of some of those facts, I also wanted to talk about the impact of your donation tonight. So we want to thank all of you who are here with us this evening and those who are able to contribute financially as well. And want you to understand what your impact might be to the Night Ministry and its clients. If you are able to give as little as $10, that might provide something like a one-day CTA pass for youth or adults receiving services from the Night Ministry. Also, if you're able to contribute at the level of our suggested donation, that was $20 this evening, that might cover the cost of one hepatitis C rapid test. Or if you can do $75, that would cover 4. And then finally, I'd like to cover $50, just in case you're feeling generous. The cost of 5 syphilis rapid tests is covered by $50. So some of the impact of your donation this evening.
Right, and that's a small donation, but a big impact, right? And if you have a little bit more money, for only $150, you can help provide an HIV test and a counseling session for one of our clients. And then if you are feeling a little bit more generous, for only $1,000, you can help provide COVID-19 related additional janitorial and cleaning supplies that really do go a long way, especially with what we're dealing with now.
Some huge unanticipated costs there during the pandemic, just the cleaning supplies alone.
Yes.
Exactly.
I just had to buy some of my own earlier today.
Yeah. I know. And
I did on the way here, didn't I, Alyssa? I was like, they had some wipes in the store. Let me get them while I got them.
You gotta have your wipes.
Well, and you're kidding around, Jonathan, but obviously you're one person, and just think about a whole organization, especially an organization like the Night Ministry that serves so many people out there in the community that need it. So that's an excellent point. So with all that being said, we're getting closer and closer to the end. Make sure to get any final bids in before the action. There's the countdown clock. I love seeing the countdown clock. I feel like it's New Year's Eve or something like that.
Me too.
So we want to say a few things. Just a reminder, I know we mentioned this earlier, but note that the goal for tonight, which you'll see in a few minutes, does not include your bids on the silent auction or any final donations over the weekend. So we're going to send out that final update next week once all the totals are available. And as always, we just so appreciate your support in helping us reach that goal.
Yes, and you only have just over 7 minutes to help us reach that goal tonight. But as Car said, we will be taking donations all the way through Sunday.
So while we've got a few minutes left, maybe we should highlight a few more of our silent auction packages that are really getting us excited here. Jonathan or Car, anything that you'd like to highlight first?
Oh, let's see.
I was looking, so my previous one I talked about cupcakes, so I feel like I have to do a little health-oriented one here. Number 26, Get Shredded. It's 5 recovery sessions at the Movement Guild, which includes, I'm looking at, this is amazing. It includes the usage of their full-spectrum infrared sauna and Normatec compression system. That's great. That expires on January 2022. Along with that, you also get 10 group fitness classes at Urban Athlete in Lincoln Park.
So you can really get shredded and then recover afterwards.
Yes.
Pretty sweet deal.
So shredded, you're
going to get one of these other packages afterwards to go out and enjoy your evening. Because I was looking at number 9, a night in Lincoln Park. Like, you get tickets to Kingston Mines, and there's no expiration for this. And then you get tickets to Victory Garden. So this is amazing. And theirs expires in 2022. So you don't have to worry, oh, am I going to buy this and then not be able to use it? No, you can still use it. So that's number 9.
You know what I've been following is the Brewskis and Bass package. It's through Access Contemporary Music and Half Acre Beer Company. The lights went off where I am, but the lights are not going off here. So this package with Brewskis and Bass.
For at least 5 more minutes.
I got at least 5 more minutes. You can't kick me out yet. Covers a 30-minute private lessons with Access Contemporary Music. It's valid for new signups only, no expiration on that. And then also Half Acre Beer Company, which I love, comes with some swag and some beer. So, learn a little bit of your quarantine skills and then go and pick up some good beer after.
And now we're down to only 3 items that have no bids. So y'all, get your bids in. This is your last chance to get these items. Last chance.
Do you know what other item I've been really raving for is the Galena getaway?
Yeah.
I need to get out of this city, and someone is outbidding me, and I see you out there. You better stop because I need that package.
Who knows? It might be me. I don't know.
Oh, Car, you're just in the next room. Really?
Well,
So
there's no friends when it comes to silent auction. We're all.
So the Galena getaway offers you a one-night stay at the DeSoto House in Galena and includes breakfast. So I thought it might be a good opportunity to get the heck out of this city and maybe just enjoy a good sleep in. So y'all better get off my package. That's for me.
Anything with getaway in it is appealing to me right now.
Yeah, missing some travel these days.
Or wine. Wine.
Yes, I know. That's why I like that old fashioned from Amazing Edibles earlier. That looked amazing too.
Yeah. Now, okay, so here's my thing with old fashioned. As Eric said, we all have our own ways we like to do it, and I have to have a big ice cube in my old fashioned. Otherwise, it gets too watered down, and I can't stand it. So
you like that big
picky. Yeah, the big square one or the round one. Those are what I like.
Yeah, definitely like a big ice cube also. How much time do we have left on the clock? Do we have a sense of that right now? We're getting so close.
Oh, we're getting so close. Oh
wow.
But we have
4 minutes. Oh my gosh,
really
under
good
4
time
minutes.
to maybe talk about some of the other impact of your donation here, if you're able to give with us tonight. So we talked about a few items that your donation might cover at the night ministry, if you're able to, but a few other things that you might consider as you're looking at the amount you're able to give this evening. If you're able to give it at a $40 level, a nurse can distribute 9 wound care kits to people living on the streets. So think of the impact personally for someone.
Right, $40, but it helps 9 people. That's amazing.
Right, that's just a few maybe lunches out for some of us that live and work out downtown. Also, $53 provides an asthma inhaler to asthmatic clients in need. That's estimated 5 per week or $20 per month, 20 items per month are distributed. So, I mean, having an inhaler when you don't otherwise, I just can't speak to as much of how much of an impact that is.
Right, especially with COVID, they were saying people with asthma are more at risk. So this is really, really going to help some people right now.
Right.
Yeah. And Alyssa,
only 120. Oh, go ahead, Car.
Oh no, that's all right. That's all right. Usually, if we were in the same room, Jonathan, I would just throw a piece of paper at you and
and he's not lying, y'all. He would.
Yeah. But I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to say I'm so glad that Alyssa is highlighting the different support levels there are, because really anything right now makes a difference. Whether it's that $10 CTA pass that we mentioned earlier, whether it's an HIV kit or a counseling session, anything that you're able to support us with is much appreciated and will go to great use.
Yeah. Like you said, that $10, that CTA pass, that gets a youth to work, which helps them towards their goal of, ending their struggle. So yes, every penny counts.
Very much so.
Just under 2 minutes, y'all.
I'm getting nervous. I don't know why. There's nothing to be nervous about, but I'm getting nervous as it gets closer down.
You're nervous because you might be outbid in 2 minutes.
I keep getting these wonderfully pesky text messages telling me I've been outbid on things, and I don't know who's trying to distract me because I'm talking and bidding at the same time. This is very difficult. It's stressing me out.
They knew what they were doing, Alyssa. They were they knew what they were doing.
Well,
I need that getaway.
Yes, I keep seeing Jonathan looking down like he's looking at his phone too. So I wonder if he might be the one.
I'm here bidding. I am. I'm looking at it, and it's got the countdown on the app as well down here at the bottom. So y'all, we have minute 10 seconds left. A minute and 10 seconds. I can't. Yeah.
So
and that Tito's holiday party pack with the dog stuff. I'm about to get me a cat. I'm getting me a cat. So maybe next year we need a cat package.
Oh, that is something we could work on. I'm a cat person also.
Well, cats don't need all that stuff though that you named. The dogs, they need
You're
a lot
right.
of support, but
That's why I'm getting me a cat. The dogs are a little freaky for me.
yeah.
Have you guys seen the Roots Pizza package on the silent auction? I can do a lot of damage with $150 to Roots Pizza. I don't know about y'all, but
have you? Yes, and their little, what is it? Their South Loop location, I think is what it is, with a nice rooftop, which is open now and has those open windows and open ceilings, so that way it's a little more safe during this time. Yeah, 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left in the auction. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're almost done with the night. I've had such a good time.
I feel like there needs to be a ball that's like dropping each time.
Right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My favorite part of the night. Yay!
Well, the silent auction is officially closed now.
I got warm in here really fast and
did you get your package?
I don't know. I'm trying to focus on one thing at a time, Jonathan. Don't distract me.
No, we got things to do, Jonathan. Let her focus, please.
I just want to encourage everyone to consider donating over the weekend, especially if you missed the opportunity to do so earlier or you didn't close on that silent auction item. We're also going to be giving away one more prize to our last donor standing this weekend. The last person to donate before the site closes on Sunday will receive a prize package from Protein Bar. And can I say yum? So in order to be eligible for... Yummy. I know, right? I mean, it depends on how many smoothies I drink, but it is generally healthy, yeah. Delicious stuff. We love our support from the Protein Bar. Been a great partner for us this year. So remember that you need to donate by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday in order to qualify for this prize. The last donor between now and that time will receive this awesome package. So set your alarms. And your support means so much to us as we work towards our $70,000 goal.
Well, I'm exhausted from just waiting for that clock to tick down. That took all the energy out of me. So I know we don't. It's a good thing that we don't have much more to go because I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. But,
right?
yeah. We would like to take some time now to thank many of our wonderful sponsors that made tonight possible. Thank you for putting them up there. So first off, thank you to the Joseph and Bessie Feinberg Foundation. Also, thank you to Andreessen Brown. Thank you to Dave and Nicole Berger. Thank you, of course, to Chintan Mehta, who you heard from earlier, and Ellen and Bryant Rosenwinkel, along with a great gift from an anonymous donor. Again, thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors for tonight.
Love our sponsors.
Yeah. Me too. And we also have some in-kind donors that we should definitely recognize, because tonight would not be possible without them. All of those great, fabulous packages that you saw are donated by the people that you see listed here, the companies and organizations and individuals listed on the slide here. We could not have been here without you all. Thank you so much for helping us get closer to our goal of $70,000, which we will meet by Sunday.
Yes. That's a long list. Looks like we've got some pretty excellent partners in the community, especially when this year has been such a hard one for many people and businesses.
So thank you to them.
Thank you. I also want to thank our attendees, all of you out there tonight with us. Thanks for sticking it through. It's 7:02. You made it. I want to thank our staff here at the Night Ministry, particularly Heather, Kiantae, and Burke for being here with us this evening at the office, but also the long journey that we've had to get here and transition to a virtual event. We couldn't have done it without you. And all of the others who helped make this evening such a smashing success. That includes the Nightlights Committee, also our presenters, Chintan, Kiantae, Paul, and Sylvia. Thank you for being with us. I don't think anybody wanted to hear the three of us talk for an hour, so we're so thankful that you had an important message to share and good conversation as well.
And we were smiling behind these masks the whole time.
The whole time.
Smizing.
You can see it at all.
Smizing. Well, I'll put a little eyeliner on.
So I think we're going to close out the evening with one final toast to all of you, those supporters that we have out in the audience tonight.
Yes.
So thank you on behalf of the Associate Board and on behalf of the Night Ministry for all of your support now and through the weekend and always. We appreciate you and we hope you have a beautiful night.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.